Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we're here in the kitchen today preparing a fun appetizer for Thanksgiving or your Friendsgiving. We're taking a twist on the classic cheese ball. And let me grab it. I have one chilling already in the fridge. I like making it homemade, and you're going to see how simple it is because you can control your ingredients for flavors and make it a little healthier version than buying a processed store-bought cheese ball. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take a block of cream cheese, and I've bought reduced fat cream cheese, and you want to let it sit out to be room temperature so it's nice and soft to work with because we're going to use a food processor. So this is off camera. Let me bring it over so you can see what I'm putting in. Okay, so I'm gonna get all those good ingredients. I don't wanna leave any cheese out here. Okay, and you can use any flavored cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese. And again, to be cost effective, just buy a block of cheese and shred it yourself. So the recipe that I'm making is 1 block of cheese and 1 cup of shredded cheese. It's gonna be about this size of a ball. If you want a larger ball, you can double the recipe. You can use different flavors too, but I like the sharp cheddar cheese. It shreds really nice. Okay, and then for the flavors, these are very subtle flavors. I've chopped up 2 scallions. I'm gonna put just a dash of Worcestershire sauce and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper and 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, if you want it spicy, you can add hot sauce. I know my husband would love that. Instead of the Worcestershire sauce, use hot sauce. You could put jalapenos in here if you do want to kick. But we're going to have this be family friendly, and I think your kids will love it. So we're going to put on the lid, and we're just going to get this all creamy. Let's check the consistency. Okay, it's almost there. Now I've seen recipes where they add melted butter to this. You do not need that, and that's a way to make this healthy and reduce the fat content that's in there. So really it's just 2 ingredients and your flavors. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. Get a saran wrap, and you are going to take out the cheese mixture and just put it on your saran wrap. Look how nice the pop of color the scallions make. It just smells really nice in here. Okay. Now this is something that you can make ahead of time. You can leave this in your refrigerator up to 2 weeks. So this is actually a perfect thing to make this weekend. If you want to get ahead of the game and you're hosting Thanksgiving and you want a cute appetizer, you can just make it already this weekend and leave it in your fridge. You just want to make sure that you have it really wrapped well with the saran wrap. You can also even freeze it for about a month in the freezer. Okay, so then you just roll it up and just form your ball. And then just pop it in the fridge. So I have one that I made yesterday that has been chilling and forming in the fridge. Okay, so what you want to roll it in, because we always want that little bit of crunch, and this is going to add some nice protein. In a mini food processor, I took some walnuts and some pecans, and I just chopped them up. So again, some of them got really fine. It's just whatever texture that you want. So then you take your ball, and you just roll it in the nuts and you get that coating. Now, if you want to be nut-free, you can do the same thing with pretzels. Put pretzels in a mini food processor or just put them in a Ziploc bag. And this is something my daughter loves to do in the kitchen. If I'm crushing something like pretzels for food, put it in a Ziploc bag, take a can, and let them crush up the pretzels. So, but we're using nuts today. Okay, so I'm getting my plate and So there's the cheese ball. Okay, now to be healthy with the addition of what we're going to eat it with, I've got some whole grain crackers. And this is ready for adults. But if you want to make this super cute for your kids, we're going to turn it into a turkey. And again, these are just like ingredients that you might have at home. We always have pretzels, so I have pretzel rods. So I just cracked a pretzel rod in half. I took just a dab of the cheese to attach the googly eyes and a candy corn. So there is my neck, my head of the turkey. And we're gonna put that right there in the front. Okay, now for the feathers, right? We want some nice color. We think of the red and the orange and the yellow for fall. So I've taken some rainbow bell peppers and sliced them. And we're just going to stick them in the back, and I have a knife here. We're just gonna stick them in the back of the turkey to be the feathers. And just kind of mix up the colors. So if you do have older kids, this is something they can totally help with. And I can't see your comments. I know I have a lot of people watching. I will respond after I'm done, and I will put the recipe in the comments below. But oh my gosh, how fun is this for a presentation on Thanksgiving when everybody's waiting for the real turkey? You can make layers here. We're gonna make 2 rows. Why don't we make 2 rows? Okay. And we'll take a red one there. Like to be symmetrical with colors. Okay. All right, so there we go. There is our Thanksgiving cheese ball a la turkey. If you don't want to do the turkey garnish, you can just roll them in your nuts or even pretzels and serve with veggies. Celery goes really great with cream cheese. You can cut up some celery with your whole grain crackers. So have a very happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the weekend.